To me, brewing is like taking it down to the bare essence. It's water, malted barley, hops, and yeast. And there's a million variations on that. So based on what I like and what I think my customers will like, that's what intrigues me, is how do you combine those four ingredients given time and temperature, types of malts, types of yeast, types of hops, and anything else you want to add to it. Like I said, a million combinations. What can I do that becomes our signature? So it's just like when you bring people to your house to entertain them. You know, what can I do that's going to make them happy? That makes you happy if you can please other people. My name's Tom Hennessy. I live in Ridgway, Colorado, and I make craft beer for a living in a town of 800 people, plus artisan pizzas. Well, what influenced me for this place was my wife and I went to Scotland on our 20th anniversary, and we did a hiking trip. One of the first nights, it was cold, rainy, typical Scotland. We went into this little pub, and there was a beer on cask from a local brewery. I ordered a steak and ale pie, and I'm a vegetarian, but I had to order it. And the combination of the pub, the steak and ale pie, and this beer, I had tears in my eyes. I'm not kidding. It was just that perfect. And I just kept thinking, something like that in our little town in Colorado would be so perfect. And I just wanted to replicate that. We're not a Scottish pub, though I do play the bagpipes. You know, we're a Colorado pub, and we try to be that way. But it was that atmosphere of just the locals coming to their local cozy, comfortable pub. It's not formulaic. It's just got their personality. It's almost in the wood from a century of patronage. I just wanted to establish that type of place here in Colorado. Brewing craft beer is a total art because you're creating a product like a painter does that is an expression of what you believe in, the style of beer or things like that, for somebody to buy, but for their enjoyment. Just like a painter, just like a musician. So we create a really cool product and we want people to buy it, but it's not just the cool product, it's the atmosphere we create to bring people in. I have always thought it was more of an art than just a flat-out business. I think my goal all along was to build a space for the locals, to build up kind of a camaraderie amongst the 800 people that live in Ridgway, where they're not interrupted by television or anything like that. And after 5 years, I think we've accomplished it so far. We're going to continue and redo it every day. When I started, we risked everything we had, but we also had nothing to lose. It was easy. You know, now I'm older, but I've also know what I'm doing, so there's a little bit less risk. But to get into it, you still got to be willing to say, you know, it's now or never. I'm going to make this happen. But you need that risk to survive. If there was no risk, you wouldn't try as hard. And I think the risk is fun. I mean, without risk, there's no rewards. If people come in here and I know that they're happy, they like the beer, that makes me happy. I get a lot of satisfaction out of that. I know I keep going back to other artists, but a musician doesn't want to play to an empty room. They are happiest when people are listening to their music or reading their book or looking at their photographs. That's why we do it. That's why I do it.
This episode of Beyond the Gallery is made possible by Colorado Creative Industries, the Betcher Foundation, and the National Endowment for the Arts.